Happy Friday. So today we're going to talk cyclones. So this one is actually going in plant one. We're upgrading it to a larger cyclone. And right now we have one of these. So the difference obviously is this one is a lot taller than this one. And for those who, I actually get this question a lot. So those who know about this, don't be insulted. Some don't. The way Cyclone works is, when you're conveying material with a blower, you are trying to blow the material into one direction or vacuum it into one direction, depending how you're doing it. But the material is coming with all that air pressure. So if you were to take the air, for example, and blow it into one of the air tables, it would make a giant mess because you're not only blowing material, but you're also blowing the air. So you'd have air with dust, with dirt, and all that. What a cyclone does is the velocity, everything comes in at high velocity. The material, because it's heavier than air, goes around the outside and goes around and around, and eventually it slows down. The air, the velocity slows down on the outside, and the material drops to the top. And the middle speeds up and goes up through here. So there's two ways that you can do this. You can use a blower and blow into it, or you can put a blower on the, they call it on the clean side, and vacuum from here. However, if you do that, you need to put an airlock, a rotary airlock valve down here. Otherwise, your vacuum is not going to be vacuuming from here. It's going to be vacuuming from here and from down here, and you're not going to get the correct amount of pressure. So those are the two ways you can do it. Blow into it with a blower, and if you blow into it, you do not need an airlock. Some people put an airlock anyways, just because in this case, this is a smaller cyclone. It's not as efficient as the larger cyclone, and because of that, you're going to get, as it's blowing in here, you're going to get a little bit of air pressure down here, and you're going to get most of the air pressure up here. So they'll put an airlock valve just to stop that. So this here is an upside down old cyclone with only, it looks like almost a 2-inch pipe going in, and we did not have an airlock on this. This was it was sized properly for the machine. I think this is an old C1 cyclone, and the material, if you put your hand on the bottom here, the material comes out without any pressure. The other way, like I said, you put the blower on the clean side and you vacuum from here. Then you need that airlock there to create all the vacuum here. While we're at it, this is the newer style cyclone, and you can tell in here, these are bent. So if you've had over time one of these cyclones that's worn through, we now have the option of wear plates inside the cyclone. So the cyclone, you can change these wear plates on the inside, so it's extra thick. And then here, instead of the rolled metal, it's bent, so it's a lot thicker and it's bent. So these tend to wear a little bit faster because the velocity is much higher in this small area. In this larger cyclone, which is the one that's going in plant one, we're limited. We can't always use these because of ceiling height. So in some buildings that we work in, we have really low ceiling heights, and we have to use a smaller, shorter cyclone. They take up less room. But these here, as the material comes into the inlet, you have a much bigger circle. So as the material is going in, obviously this is upside down right now. As the material goes in, it slows down a lot faster. And then as it's slowing down, it just cyclones down and falls out the bottom. And then the air goes through the top, which is obviously sticking at the bottom of the pallet. So that is cyclones in a nutshell, explained as best as I could. So I know most of you know how this works, but I do still get the occasional phone call asking, why do I need a cyclone if I'm going to use a blower? And that's why. Anyways, hope that was educational in some way. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Happy Friday.